All right, we are about to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Nebraska-Lincoln, right off the mark, motion right away, turning their differential steering robot 90 degrees towards the digging area. Okay, they've got to get past these rocks. Can be a little tricky for some robots to get past those rocks without getting stuck. Utah's robot has not started yet. I should say, I haven't seen it move yet. All right, the auger arm on Nebraska's robot is lifting up. You can see it spinning. You can see their axle spinning. And you can see they're plunging it down into the ground. This auger, by the length of it, it looks like it has quite a serious throw. Is it possible this team can dig deeper than 12 inches and get down to that gravel that we've hidden down there? That is some serious extra bonus points if they can get down into that gravel. And deposit it into the hopper on the lander. That's key. Meanwhile, Utah, 2 minutes into this run, I have not seen their robot move. So in the control room, the Utah students on the left trying to figure out if they can recover from this. There they go. Pats on the back inside the control room. Utah is underway. Here comes Utah. Raise the bucket up. You don't want to get that thing stuck on anything. Now they're going to turn sideways so they can get a better view of their digging operation from the control room's camera. That's the camera the students can see. They're going to lower the bucket at just the right angle. Power that thing right in there. And they're going to see how much they can get in every single load. All right, that's load number 1 for Utah, heading back. We're 3 minutes into this competition. Both robots appear to be working to my untrained eye. Utah dumping at the lander. Dumping quite a bit, it would seem. Yeah, they completely emptied their bucket. Utah has 17 kilograms. That's amazing in one bucket load. Meanwhile, Nebraska is still digging over here with their auger. Where is all this regolith going? Into some sort of a entrapment at the top of their auger there. Looks like they're heading back now. Let's watch the camera to see how they dump out of this top of this auger system they've got. Meanwhile, Utah's got a second bucket full. Let's watch Nebraska dump. They're going to lower the angle of their arm. Meanwhile, Utah's going back to the lander with a bucket full. A good, strong bucket full there. Utah dumping. still watching Nebraska. It looked like a door opened up there towards the top there. They're extending it all the way up to the top, it looks like Nebraska is. Meanwhile, Utah has 35 kilograms and only 2 runs back and forth. Nebraska's auger is spinning. They're lowering the angle of their arm. The auger is spinning. It must be completely full of regolith. Here goes Utah for their 3rd trip. You can see the regolith piled up in that bucket. I think every trip they're getting more regolith in their bucket. Six minutes elapsed. 4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes remaining for these two teams. Nebraska has gone back to digging. And it looked like their auger went pretty far down the last time they dug. I just have not seen them dump anything to this point. Their augers looks like it's binding up a little bit. They must be hitting some hard stuff. Yep, they backed off the pressure, raising it up a little bit, Nebraska is. What happened to Utah over there? Oh, they were digging. I looked at them. It didn't look like they were moving, but they were digging very hard, and they're heading back. Right now, Utah has 51 kilograms. Nebraska has 0 kilograms deposited, but I know they have regolith. I know they have regolith inside their auger. I just know it. We just got to get that dumped out into the hopper. 2.5 minutes remaining. University of Utah with a very strong showing. This is the second competition attempt for both of these teams. Utah turning sideways to dig again. Utah on the left, Nebraska Lincoln on the right. Utah with a front bucket. Nebraska Lincoln with an auger. 2 minutes remain. Utah has 59 kilograms. Utah coming back with another load. With a minute and a half, they might have time for one more trip. There's a good side view of their dumping into the hopper. Looks like they completely emptied their bucket at that time. Nebraska Lincoln still digging. At some point, is Nebraska Lincoln going to go back and try the dumping action again? Both teams have 55 seconds left. This will be Utah's last trip, I think. They want to maximize this last trip. They want to keep digging until the very last second, but still give themselves enough time to drive back to the lander and dump. They have 30 seconds. How much time would you give if you were driving? They have 25 seconds. They are cutting it real close. 20 seconds. They better head back. 15 seconds. Ten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off the controls. You see they had to stop right there. They had to stop right. That was so close. University of Utah ended up with more than 70 kilograms in their hopper. Let's give them a big hand. Nebraska-Lincoln, also a valiant attempt. They looks like they were digging. It really looked like they were digging. They were just not able to dump. So let's give both teams a big hand. University of Utah and University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Thank you both for competing in this competition.